Okay, so when we talk about doping, the first thing to take into account is that it's not just a sport matter, but it's also an ethical matter. So that's why, for example, WADA use the hashtag playthrough. That's why we talk about integrity rules when it's about doping. If we focus on minors, so minor athletes that are participating in elite sports competitions, we have on the one hand success and the various definitions that we can have to success, and then obviously the doping problem and what's being built, that's a layer of protection, because minors are considered vulnerable to abuses of various kinds because of the power imbalance that there is between them and the coaches, the parents, and medical staff, and the whole entourage. So we need to protect them in the preparation and training for elite sports competitions. Thing is, what happens when we have a doping case that involves youth, and what's the media coverage on that? So according to the anti-doping code, there is a mandatory public disclosure required for persons that be found to have committed an anti-doping rule violation. But there is an exception in case of minors, so that becomes optional, and it shall be proportionate to the facts and circumstances of the case. Question is, does this happen in terms of media coverage? So are we really protecting the youth when there is a doping case? And what can we do in regard to this? So if we look back, there has been cases, for example, the recent Russian figure skater that participated in the Olympics, in the recent Olympics Games. She was tested positive for a banned substance, and the whole portray that's been done in her regard was so much pressure on a kid that we wonder whether we fail or not to protect a minor, since the question is to what extent a 16 or 15 years old can comprehend the full implications of taking a banned substance. And if there are, and what are the lifelong repercussions and the long-term stigma that can be the, let's say, the framework around their future life. So what can be done and what should be done in terms of, protecting from the public scrutiny when it comes to minors? It's a question that we should address, and as coaches and teachers and people involved in minors' lives when it comes to sport, we should take that into major considerations, I believe.